These elections are actually happening in the shadow of corruption allegations, and that very little has been done to tackle it, according to what people here in Albania have been saying. They say that despite these big promises and new reforms that the government has promised them, nothing really has happened, and the people who are really responsible for these allegations of corruption haven't really taken responsibility. Now, on the one hand, you have Edi Rama, who is seeking a fourth term to become prime minister again in Albania. He is a person who has been promising to be able to get into the European Union in the next 5 years. Even actually one of his posters of his party shows a big hand with the 5 fingers, meaning that in the next 5 years, the government, Albania should join the European Union. But all that is being tested from Brussels because of these allegations that his party is also facing with this multi-million euro management scandal that we saw a lot of his officials actually being held accountable and even some behind bars. On the other hand, you have Salih Berisha, who is a person who's seeking to come a comeback with these slogans similar to those to Donald Trump. And the funny part is that actually he's been sanctioned in the United States and the United Kingdom. And that leaves a lot of Albanians here, especially in the capital of Tirana, divided of who they want to follow, who they want to vote for. They're afraid that there's nothing for them here to be able to vote for. Pretty much the polarization is becoming deeper and deeper for them, and they're saying that in order for this country to go forward and be part of the European Union, they want really strong reforms, but they want international observers to also be here while those reforms are happening. And actually, one of those cases is happening. More than 300 international observers are currently in Albania observing these elections to make sure that there won't be any issues in the polling stations and perhaps any flaws when it comes to voting. Now, this is pretty much capping out what's going on. European Union entrance is on the table, but number one for Albanians is security and reforms when it comes to corruption and the justice system.